lights are on. The fire is going. I changed up the decor a little bit. I have the little tree up today with our little Sandy's ornaments. I changed out the quilt. So the collection quilt with the scissors came down, and this is the 24-day version of last year. It's the 24-day version of the 2024 mini quilt advent. So this is last year's mini quilt advent. The size last year was 4 by 6 inches finished. So these are all the 4 by 6 inch blocks, sashed, quilted, and it's not bound. This one needs a binding. So it's up there to remind me that I need to bind her at some point. Good morning, good morning. Good morning from Texas. Hello, good morning. Welcome, Keisha. Welcome, Stripey Quilter. Welcome, Sharon Saunders. One of the Sharon Saunderses. Hi, Marcia Estelle. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Carol Anderson. Hi, Grandma Toby. Hi, Kathleen and Laura. Hi, Sarah and Debbie. Janelle, welcome. Good to see you. Hi, Judy. Hi, person 2463. Welcome from Australia. Susan, Norma, Cynthia, Rosie. The gang's all here. Lisbeth, Tracy. We have a lot to get through today. Well, first of all, it's Wacky Wednesday, and I actually remembered these are new. I got these when I went and ran errands on Friday to see if I could find some fabulous Friday earrings and some Wacky Wednesday wackiness. So I was a little bit successful. I didn't find all the things that I wanted, but I did get a new pair of fabulous Friday earrings that I can wear this Friday, and I got these Wacky Wednesday ears to wear. So just keeping it fun, adding the whimsy. Hi, Chris from Pennsylvania. Good morning. Okay, so lots and lots today. First, we're going to talk winners real quick. Then the Carmons box came in. Yay! It got here. It got to San Diego on Sunday. I wasn't able to collect it until yesterday, but I got it collected. So it's here. We can open it. And we can figure out like what we need to do to get caught up on the Carmons box. The Bella Rose box is here. We're not going to start opening that one until the 13th. So we have some boxes that are getting held back. The this is Cotton Cuts. Cotton Cuts will start on the 12th because it's 13 days and we want it to end on the 24th. So Cotton Cuts, we're going to start on the 13th. This is the 8 Days of Hanukkah box. That one, since Hanukkah starts at sundown on the 14th, we'll start opening that one on the 15th. So we'll be opening it like kind of 12 hours behind, just so we don't spoil it for anyone who did get the Hanukkah box and isn't opening their gift until sundown. So we'll start opening these ones on the 15th. And the Bella Rose is a 12 Days of Christmas, which typically is celebrated with Christmas being the first day of Christmas and then December 26th being the second day of Christmas and so on. We're not extending this another 12 days beyond Christmas because at some point I need to get back to a regular life. But so we're going to start that one on the 13th. So we've got one starting on the 12th, one starting on the 13th, and then one starting on the 15th that we're going to be adding in, which is good because our cross stitch, our big cross stitches are only 12 days. So that one's going to be falling out. Not Jewish, but interested to see those gifts. Also not Jewish, but I think it's going to be fun. I was excited to find something that was a little, that was outside of my own personal tradition. Because, I mean, gosh, any reason to celebrate, right? Okay. Looking forward to Bella Rose and Cotton Cuts. Me too. Yay, Anna made it 2 days in a row to the live. Woohoo! What happened to Cotton Cuts Notions? Oh, yep, there we go. I'm going back to the comments. Now you know exactly what's going on with Cotton Cuts. It's a 13-day countdown. And so that's why we started on the 12th. Shane Phoenix says, I'm in awe of all you accomplish. Well, I mean, I was here till 8 p.m. last night, so if you work a lot of hours, you should hopefully get a lot of hours worth of stuff done. Keisha says she loves the reindeer ears. Thank you. They're fun. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm trying to keep up with comments. I apologize if I'm missing any comments. The chat is chatting today, so feel free to respond to each other in the comments as well. Because sometimes I miss a comment, but I see response, and then it makes me have to go back and find that comment, which is good. Couldn't wait to start opening my Bella Rose box. That's fair. I think, you mean, if you buy the Advent box and you want to open every single one the day that you get it, you should get to do that because it's yours. I 100% agree with that. What I don't love is people then sharing it and spoiling it for others. So that's why I'm Pacific Coast time, which is the latest time zone in the US. It's 9 a.m. here. By the time I open these, folks will likely have had a chance to open their Advent for that day. And if not, they can watch the replay later. So hopefully I'm not spoiling anything for anyone. Okay, the tea today is, I forgot I didn't bring the package over here. It's good though. And it's in, this is the mug that I should have used with the shirt that I was wearing yesterday because it's the same design. Yay! Brady Boy Films made the live video. Welcome, welcome. Folks are like, I'm finally making it to the live. Yay! Day 10 is the charm. Although 3 of them weren't live. So it's day 7. Lucky 7. It's snowing. Nice backdrop for opening presents. It's not snowing here. Not in San Diego. Okay, let's talk winners. I picked the winner for the bundle of 8 patterns from yesterday from the replay. And so our replay winner is Cynthia Dugan 858. So Cynthia Dugan, send me an email to carolina@carolinamore.com with your address. And hopefully in the next couple days, I'll get caught up on mailing out prizes and I'll get those mailed out. Okay. The winners of day 9, the top 3 yesterday were the Soft Squares necklace, the Little Sandy's ice cream, and the Missouri Star binding kit. Those are the ones that we picked as our top 3. And the vote showed that other only had 7%. So that means we did a pretty good job of picking what the universe thinks, like the universally people think are the top 3. The winner was Missouri Star binding kit with 48%, so almost 50% for that Missouri Star binding kit. The Soft Squares necklace got 28%, and the ice cream cozy kit from Little Sandy's got 17%. So, but all such amazing things. Yes, I changed out the mini quilt. This is the 24-day version of last year's Advent calendar. I'm thinking on day 13 was the day that we put together this year's. I might change it out to the 12-day version of this year's Advent, so y'all can enjoy that one. Okay, those are our winners. We've done that. Let's get to opening some of these big boxes. Cold and rainy. No, unless you get to stay inside. All right, let's open this up. Can't wait for the Hanukkah box. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. Okay. All right. So this is a box that Carmen packed specifically for me. She says it's really similar to what she would have done, or like the box I should have gotten, the one that was mailed or shipped, but misplaced by UPS. And then the day after she shipped out this box, it showed back up for her. So, but this one was already on its way to me. So I have this one. Okay, so this is Carmen's Quilt Shop week 1, week 2, week 3, and then week 4. I think I'm going to put these back in here where they're a little organized. And we'll open up week 1 here in a second to get caught up and find out what's going on with week 1. Yes, at least she did get her product back. And I think at least she can sell it or use it or do her own video with it or whatever she wants. She has options. All right, we're going to go ahead and open the Bella Rose box. open up. Because no, things are falling over. It's fine. Good idea to organize the advent calendar by weeks. Like, I don't know if it's like you open one bag a week or if there's like individual things there. And again, mine might be a little different. I don't know if she would have then like gone and opened every bag. Oh my goodness, y'all, this Bella Rose box. How pretty is that? Oh my goodness. Come on. Let me out. Okay, hold on. There we go. Oh, the whole box is pretty. Look at this. All right, we're going to take a peek inside. We'll take this peek together. All right, there's a letter. Long, I don't know that we're going to read the whole thing. It's a heartfelt creation, thoughtfully made with you, the quilter, in mind. The patterns and projects were specifically designed to bring you joy as we celebrate the magic of Christmas season together. Inside, you'll find 12 individually wrapped gifts, each waiting to be unwrapped over the 12 days. Oh, starting December 12th, I'll be unwrapping one gift daily through December 24th, sharing the joy, showcasing the treasures, and highlighting what makes each one special. Here's a sneak peek what's inside. Exquisite fabrics, Aria and Ava quilt patterns, special projects, and wonderful little surprises. All your clues are inside the red envelope. There is a separation page between each clue, so you can pull out one at a time and save the rest for tomorrow's adventure. Thank you for being such a cherished part of Bella Rose Quilts. Warmly, Sandy and the Bella Rose Quilts team. Okay, so I'm gonna, in this big red envelope, there's clues. I don't know. Okay. But it says that she's starting them on December 12th. But if you start on, that means you need to finish on the 24th. You would need 13 gifts. Right? Am I doing my math wrong? Yeah, someone, yeah. D3K2PO says to end on the 24th, she'd need to start on the 13th. She'll end up a day short if she doesn't. A lot of us are still waiting on our Bella Rose. I know that they shipped them out. I think that they, like, mine just arrived yesterday, and I'm out in San Diego, so depending on where you are. Yep, like Helen says hers is supposed to be delivered tomorrow. Okay, let's, well, real quick, see, because there's 12. This is 1, 3, 4, 8, 5, 7, piece of paper, 9, 12, 11, 6, and 2. Okay. So I'm seeing only 12. I'm going to start on the 13th. If you want to start yours on the 12th, you totally can. And she's got her own videos, but I don't want to spoil anything. So I think I'm going to stick with the plan and start opening these on the 13th. Just to make sure that everything's kosher. But the box is really pretty. All right, let's check this out of the way. And we were going to do our week 1 of Carmons Quilt Shop. And again, it is not her fault that we're behind on this. She did everything. The tracking was good. It's just, gosh, as small businesses, I can't tell you the amount of time that I spend on customer service requests that, like, because a package got lost or delayed or broken. And once we put it in the hands of FedEx, UPS, USPS, it is literally and figuratively out of our hands. So it is what it is. There's not a lot that we can do about it. And it's just as frustrating for us as it is the customers. And it's really wonderful when a customer, as frustrated as I understand they are, because of course they want it. They ordered it. I mean, they wouldn't have ordered it if they didn't want it. And it's not like refunding is great, but also I didn't want the refund. I wanted the item. So I understand. I've been on both sides. If she's starting on the 12th, maybe the clue has you prepped to open the first one on the 13th. Don't think so, because I looked at the first clue and it looks like it's a pattern. So I think we're just going to open 13 day 1, 14 day 2, 15 day 3. That's what I think too. You put 17 twice, 17 day 5 and 17 day 6, and that's why the math didn't math for you. That's okay. Yeah, you did. It's okay. But D3K 2PO was doing like the long version instead of doing the math, like the handwritten version showing that it ends on the 24th if you start on the 13th. Why? Great question. Why wouldn't you start on the 14th in time to end on the 25th? So a lot of Advents end on the 24th because 25th is Christmas. And you're getting a lot of other gifts on Christmas. So a lot of Advents end on the 24th. Mine does. But some end on the 25th with another gift on the 25th. We won't be doing a live on the 25th. I will pre-record that. I'll open any gifts for the 25th, and I'll still have a message for you on Christmas morning, but I'm going to be at home in my pajamas. Last year, I did that video here in my pajamas. I changed into my pajamas, and I had hot cocoa with whipped cream on top because I didn't have any teas left. So, yeah. Okay. People are often busy on Christmas and won't want to post videos. A lot of content creators like to take the holidays off. Yeah. But I think before, like, being a content creator around Advents was even a thing, they still, like, even the mini chocolate ones, I think they usually ended on the 24th. Because on the 25th, you get so many other treats. Okay. I got a cute little pattern called Dapper. And it looks like it's, like, a kit, basically, for each week. So it's one gift. It's the week 1 gift. I can't believe she put this together for me so quickly. That is so sweet. Trying to figure out how to open this without destroying the bag. I do get introduced to some of the most wonderful quilt shops through this. Pre-cut table runners and toppers, and then there's a tag here. So it looks like this kit makes this scrappy fun table runner. How pretty is that? And she did it in, oh, you can't see. So it's the full thing. It's got the batting, it's got the fabrics, and it's got backing fabric. So here's the fabrics. How nice is that? Okay, so that was our week 1. Now the question is, week 2, do we open it up at the beginning of the week, which would have been Monday? Would we open it up in the middle of the week, which is Wednesday? Or do we open up the last day of the week, which is Friday? Let me know in the comments if you're watching the live. I should pick my favorite Advent tea for December 25th. Maybe. So far, that would be the coconut chai that I had yesterday. It was really good. Person 2463 says open, open, open. Monday, Monday, Monday. Now. All right, I'm seeing Mondays and beginnings of the week. So to catch up, we'll do the week 2 of Carmons. Beginning of the week, so you have the whole week to work on it. I agree. That makes sense. Middle, because Christmas Eve is on a Wednesday. That would make sense. But we can still open it on Monday and then have time to, because if it's like a holiday project, then you might still have time to make it before Christmas. Oh, it's another project with a book. Looks like a good book. We didn't take a really good peek at that other book. I should have taken a longer look at that book. This is another book. Fun Fat Quarter Quilts for Spring. And it says Thread Tales here at the bottom. But this is the book, and there's 11 creative projects using your favorite pre-cut. Some really pretty quilts in here. Those buttons are cute. Ooh, it's for making this quilt right here, Thread Tales. I think my live is behind. That can happen sometimes. You want to go down to the bottom and see if you can like find the slider and just push it all the way to the beginning. Like not the beginning or the end. Like push it up. Okay, and of course there's fabric with it. How cute is that? All right. Okay, so that will be our week 2 kit. All right, I'm going to tuck this one away. So we're caught up on Carmons. I did not tell you what the prize is today. I'm so excited. There has been a clue as to what the prize is today. So earlier this year, I came out with quilted jewelry patterns. I was just going to do one. This was the one quilted jewelry pattern. And I wore some of these earrings at QuiltCon, and people were so excited about them. And then one of my friends said, are you going to offer jewelry hardware for shops so that they can have jewelry hardware in stock to be able to sell the hardware as well? Just make it easier for shops so they don't have to source the hardware. They can just get it from you. And I said, that seems like a lot of work. I don't think I want to do that. But I went around to the shops that I knew that were there at QuiltCon and said, you don't want me to have sets of jewelry hardware for you, right? You can figure that all out on your own. And they said, actually, it'd be great if you could have jewelry hardware for us. So, oh, and I didn't grab I was going to grab a ballpoint turning tool as well. Also, I'm going to include a ballpoint turning tool because we'll talk about that in a second. So I sourced jewelry hardware. So I did earring wires. This is enough earring wires for 3 sets of earrings in silver. But if you do it in silver, you have to do it in gold as well. So 3 sets of jewelry wires in gold. And then I wanted like a mixed set, so you could do like necklace, bracelet. There's also a set of earring wires. This is kind of like a little bit of an everything pack. Jump rings, so you can charms, lobster clasps for necklaces, bracelets, or zipper pulls. So there's all kinds of things in this little packet. And of course, I had to do that in gold as well, because some of us are silver girlies and some of us are gold girlies. And then there was a shop that said if you get the big chunky lobster clasps to make purse charms, I could sell those all day long. And so I want to give shops what they want. So I got the big chunky lobster clasps as well. These are only in silver though, because that's fine to have these just in silver. Because this is already like 5, we call them SKUs, 5 items. And what shop wants to carry 5 items on their shelves to support just one pattern? That's silly. The shops don't want to do that. So I did the only logical thing and I wrote 2 more patterns. So this one, none of it is curved piecing. These are all foundation paper pieced. None of this is curved piecing. It's all curved at the end, which gives you that illusion of curved piecing, except this one, the braid is not curved at all. But these are a little bit more like level 2 kind of designs. Oh, and there's this one that kind of looks like an avocado to me. That's super cool. And then this one is all holidays. So there's Christmas tree, cupcakes. You could just do the stars without the stripes, or you can add the stripes. These little hearts, you could just do the little hearts. You could do the stripes. I have the stripes dangling here. You can actually make this with the stripes dangling. We've got ghosts. We've got pumpkin pie. We've got Easter eggs. This is those same little hearts from here, just without the stripes dangling. And then tulips for like Mother's Day or spring or Easter as well. So 3 patterns plus the hardware plus the ballpoint turning tool, because the #1 comment that I got from my pattern testers was that turning those little tiny points out was difficult. And so I designed a ballpoint turning tool to make it easy to turn those little points. So 2 winners, one here on the live and one in the recording, will get the whole jewelry set. I'll probably throw in a foundation piece and water pen in there as well. Donna wants to know, when do you find the time to rest? You're funny, Donna, that you think that I rest. All right, let's start opening up today's Advents. We're only like almost halfway through. Sorry, I just saw Amy said, running late, had to go to PT. Well, guess what, Amy? We're now starting to open today's Advents. We had so much to catch up on. So we're going to do day 10 of Domesticity. All right. I'm feeling it. Is this a bookmark, maybe? Ooh, they are needles. These are black gold needles. Pierces smoothly through fabric. Specially polished with black plating. They're quilting needles. They look really pretty. Black gold needles. I know it's backwards, sorry. Those are some lovely needles. They look like they'd be great for like English paper piecing. All right, we've got Camberville Threads. Day 10. Found it. Day 10. Megan says she does use her black and gold needles for English paper piecing. Who can get the first YouTube strike today? I haven't seen any comments be moderated yet for, you know, YouTube thinking that us quilters are being inappropriate. Day 10 of Camberville Threads. Happy So's Love said, no, hold on. Yes, sorry. It's Cheryl said, nice that you included gold and silver pieces to your jewelry. I try to give the people what y'all want, right? I try. And I knew that if I picked one, like I tend to do silver, I knew that the people who did gold would be upset with me. And the number of things that I do to try to keep people from being upset with me. Janelle says YouTube's leaving me alone today. YouTube has figured out that Janelle is actually a really cool lady. So Camberville Threads gave us these 2 cute coordinating fat quarters. We will have to try harder to get into YouTube jail. How do you have so much energy? I'm envious. There was a debate about this. There was something that I saw. Okay, I'm looking for, this is in the soft squares box. I'm looking for 10 while I'm talking. Oh, look at that. It showed up. Soft squares, day 10. I saw something that, like, someone was describing themselves and saying that these were all ADHD traits. And I was like, yeah, if these are all ADHD traits, then I'm pretty sure that I have a raging undiagnosed case of ADHD. To which people commented, this was all on Instagram in my Instagram stories. To which people were commenting, wait, you're undiagnosed? Like, we all known this whole time that you're ADHD. How is it that you're the last one to be clued in? And also one person was like, wait, you clearly have ADHD, because she had ADHD. So she was like, she used the phrase game knows game. She's like, and you're doing all this unmedicated. I don't know. Okay. This is B-Box Day 10. Here are 2 yards of white fabric. The color is Cloud by Riley Blake Designs Confetti Cotton Line. Thread is available in this exact color in my shop. It's like she knew, because y'all know that she packed this all up before the Dream Cloud or whatever the Pantone color of the year is. And so I have Pantone color of the year fabric from Riley Blake. Are you making more of your block of the month kits? Probably. To be honest, I have all the fabric, but I haven't cut the kits. It's on the list for yesterday to make the kits. It's actually on the list for like over the weekend or Monday, to make the kits. So now it's on the list for today, maybe tomorrow. And I listed 25 kits because that's how many I knew I'd have fabric for. I probably have fabric for more, and I need to decide if I'm going to order more fabric. You can always use more fabric and a good background fabric. All right, come down to Missouri Star and find day 10, 16, 25. Sounds like a wooden puzzle for 25. 12, 13, 18, 21, 15. Oh, there's too many boxes here now. I can't. 20, 23. Am I looking for a box today? Green flat box. Okay, I see a couple green flat boxes. I have to move my puzzle of things. Garbage can out of the way. This box out of the way. Be able to get to the bottom of this one. Oh, that's 24. So it must be this green flat box. Oh, goodness. There we go. I'm hoping this is it. 10. Yes. Okay. Fabric is a design element. And it's inspiration. Yeah, even if it's just sitting on your shelf. Celebrating being finished with Christmas shopping. Yay! Now I need the desire to wrap. Watch the Missouri Star opening this morning. It is adorable. Count that as exercise digging for Advent gifts. Ooh, okay. I see wooden. It looks like a wooden star. Maybe like a wall hanging of some kind. Or like a cutting board, like a charcuterie board. Pretty. Something in here that's coming out. Yes, it's a charcuterie board. How to create your own beautiful charcuterie board display. Cheese, meats, grains, fruits, veggies, more, olives, pickles, spreads. The Quilty charcuterie board. And they have a picture of it all. Kathy said she'd hang it on her wall. The exercise comment is valid. How pretty is that? All right, we're going to tuck this back in the box for now. So, just so it takes less space. Love the quilt block design. It is fun. It's fun that it's not just a square. No rice cakes on that board. I agree. I agree. Love it. Had to tell mom no. You're keeping that one. That's fair. Oh, hold on. We got our first message held for review. Let's see. It says, hook on the back, turn it over. Donna Davis, that is what YouTube thinks passes for a naughty comment. Hook on back, turn it over. Sharon says it's charcuterie board for only salted caramel. No reason you can't make a charcuterie platter for yourself with fudge. All right, let's go over on this side. We're going to open up little Sandy's. Congratulations, Donna, on having today's first naughty YouTube comment. I say first because I am confident that YouTube will moderate us again at some point. All right, day 10. It's little, but great things come in small packages. Is it like a pack of needles, maybe? Like hand needles? It almost feels like two things. Flip it up, smack it down. Oh no. See, Keisha, you're trying to get moderated by YouTube, and YouTube's like, no, you're fine. A charcuterie board of fudge and biscotti. I need to make my biscotti. Look at that. I was right. It was 2 packs of needles. These are Trimits. There's 5 universal needles, chrome professional grade. And I don't know why they're different colors because they're, oh, one's 80-12 and one's 70-10. So 2 packs of Trimits needles. always need machine needles. Do I remember to get them at the store? No. You won't have to share needles. Now Carmen is trying to get moderated by YouTube. Okay, is this not the goal, y'all? We're not trying. I mean, okay, maybe. New game. See if YouTube will just ban my channel entirely before hitting 100K because my commenters are being yes to needles. Oh, okay. Day 10 from Vicky's Fabrics. Okay. Da 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 da. Pleated pincushion, which is my pattern that goes with the mini box bag template they gave us in these fabrics. How cute is that? Never disappointed by a needles gift. It's funny the things that are moderated. Oh, hold on. Another message held for review. Someone did. We can all use needles. And that's getting moderated. D-Lins. After all those other comments, that one got moderated? I don't know, YouTube. I don't know. Okay, now y'all are being successful in getting things moderated. Hold on. Speaking of hooks, says Hazel, in addition to being a sewist and painter, my grandmother was a hooker. She made beautiful room-size rugs. All right, Hazel, I think you were trying to get moderated. And you were successful. You guys are figuring out the YouTube. See, most people, like scammers and spammers and whatnot, they're trying to figure out the YouTube algorithm so they cannot get moderated, so they can slip under the moderation wire. And you guys are just trying to get caught by it. Love that pincushion. Another one for you. It's okay. So, by the way, Vicky's Fabrics yesterday gave us the clips, and this pincushion is designed to be able to not just be a regular pincushion, but hold the clips. And then also, if you can see here, right here is a little thing. It's called a Cut Anywhere tab, and I designed them. And I order them from. They look like the thread cutters on Dental Floss because I actually order them from a dental company. So much so that a couple years back when I first launched them, so pre all of the current tariff stuff that we've got going on, the FDA got involved and was like, hey, you don't have the license to bring these in because it's a dental item. And I'm like, no, it's a thread cutter. It's not a dental item. It's not going in any kind of dental thing. We're fine. But I get them ordered with an extra hole in them so you can stitch them onto pincushions, whatever. Oops, crocheters are called hookers. Okay, I think we need to stop with that specific word because I think that's what's causing, oh my goodness. Need that pattern. You should be able to get it from your local quilt shop. If not, I have them in my shop, but, come on. All right, just checking the comments. Look at you being a rebel. They're a great gift. People love them. And I just fill them with crushed walnut shells. Day 10 for our C's Candy Advent. Made a twisted pleated pincushion. Very fun. Oh, that's cool. This one is, ooh, I think this one, is it called a Scotch Mellow with dark fabric? I think it's the one that has like marshmallow and caramel on top. And I think so. I'm not a C's Candy expert, but I've had C's Candies here and there. Nope. Layer of caramel, layer of marshmallow. Surrounded by chocolate. Thumbs up for sure. Okay. Have I ever had pinwheel? No, I don't think so. Scotch Mellow for the win, a favorite of mine. Okay, day 10. 23, 12, 13, 22, 15, 19, 11. All right, I didn't find it. 11, 21, 18, 19, 22, 12, 23, 13, 15, 25, 16, 10. Found it. I buy crushed walnut shells at the pet store. It's used in reptile bedding, but it makes a great pincushion filler. You can also buy big, like 5-pound bags of it. Is it 5 or 25? I don't remember. Huge, like, I think it's like, it might be 15 or 20, 10. They're big, like, it's boxes, big boxes of it, online, because, I guess folks who recycle their ammo shells, like the casings, they tumble it in crushed walnut shells. So you can buy big boxes of crushed walnut shells. Pinwheels in the cookie section, chocolate covered marshmallow cookies. Oh yes, I think so. Yes, I have. The last one in the box. Okay, I can't. There we go. It's rope. There's a little pattern. It is a shallow basket with cork accent. Was there a cork accent in here that I missed? Don't think something fell out. Maybe you just use your own little piece of cork from one of the other days. So it's instructions to make basically a rope bowl. I've made rope bowls. They are fun. If you want to make rope bowls, my friend over at the Mountain Thread Company has rope in all different kinds of colors, and she gets it specially made for, I'm closing this up, I'm never gonna be able to open it again. She gets the rope specially made with the attributes that makes it the best for making rope bowls. And I don't remember exactly what those attributes are because I'm not the expert in those things, but she is. And so you just get your rope from Courtney at the Mountain Thread Company. I have a bunch of rope from Courtney at the Mountain Thread Company so that I can do a video on rope bowls. When will that happen? I don't know. I don't know. Video is on my list of things to hopefully get done today. That's why my hair is down and drying so that I can try to have somewhat cute hair in the video. All right, day 10 of Stitch Supply Company. Okay, so rope bowls are pretty easy. The trickiest part, honestly, is getting started. And I have a trick for getting started because I use a little bit of glue and I glue it together and then iron it. So like I spiral it first a little bit, use a little bit of Elmer's glue, and then I hit it with an iron to dry it. And that makes it easier to get started on the stitch. Now Courtney's done it for so long, she doesn't need that hack. She's an expert. I'm not an expert, so I just use the little hack. You can also like hit it with a pin, like put a couple pins in there to secure. It's that little bit of getting started because you don't have enough for the feed dogs to really grab hold of or enough for your fingers to maneuver. Once you get it about an inch, it's smooth sailing from there. Yep. Is it hard on your sewing machine? It's not, especially like Courtney from the Mountain Thread Company has rope, and it's pretty squishy. And even this rope here, it's not like hard like the sisal ropes. It's a little bit softer. The weave is enough, and you're just doing a zigzag stitch. So nice sharp needle, zigzag, and you can, when the last time I did rope bowls, which was years ago now, admittedly, I found all my colored bobbins, that like colored threads that I was top stitching something and needed like a red or an orange or a yellow. And now I have like half a bobbin. And when's the next time I'm going to need a yellow bobbin? And I put those at the top, on the top spool of my machine, and just zigzagged with the colors until they ran out, and then picked another color. So I was able to use up bobbin threads. And you can put a different color in the top and the bottom of your bobbins. So use an old bobbin in the bottom, old bobbin in the top, and zigzag, and you get really fun, especially if you're using like plain rope like this, like a plain. Lisa says 90 needle or bigger. I don't know needles. I'm not an expert in needle sizes, so I have no clue. I mean, I would use like a top stitch needle, or a denim needle. Those are a little more heavyweight, because you are going to be maneuvering and you want it to like be able to hold up to you maneuvering more so than it really stitching through the thread. Oh, we've got another held for review. Great for double bobbin chicken. How is that being reviewed by YouTube? Come on, guys. Okay. Oh, I don't know what this is. It's a block of wood and a strap. It's, ooh, is it a pincushion? Like a magnetic pincushion? Modern American Vintage. Modern American Vintage is known for making really beautiful wooden clappers, and they go to a lot of the quilt shows. Needle minder bracelet was lovingly handcrafted with buckeye, burl, and maple. Every hair marker, seam ripper, quilter's clapper, point turner, template holder, seam roller, and every other notion that we make here at our little family business is handcrafted from the finest exotic woods and polished with a natural blend of beeswax and orange oil to bring out the natural beauty of the wood. Follow us on Instagram for giveaways with all your favorite quilters. I want a custom seam roller made out of exotic wood. That sounds amazing. So it's Modern American Vintage, and I know that's backwards. And look at that beautiful wood. And I don't know that I have any pins here. Oh, I do. It's a needle minder that you can put on your wrist. How beautiful is that? Okay, I think I've done all the ones on this side. Done these ones. Time to head over here. Okay. We have our cross stitch. I worked on this cross stitch yesterday. I had a kiddo with a doctor's appointment, and so while we waited there, I got the nose done on the reindeer, but that was it. I just got the nose done. All right, day 10. It's a gingerbread house. How cute is that? And I'm assuming it's on blue. Yeah, blue Aida cloth. They're not making you stitch all that background in, are they? I'm gonna look. That's so many stitches. It's white Aida cloth. It's like fully stitched in. That is so much work. It's really cute. I don't know if I'm ever gonna stitch that one. As a Canadian viewer, I usually see the recording. Also bought the Jenny box. Love seeing all the boxes. Oh, I've been missing a lot of comments. Oh my gosh, I missed so many comments. I'm so sorry. At least you didn't have to wait that long with Doctor. We were chatting for part of it. But that gingerbread house is made of sugar cookies. It should be. Because gingerbread is gross. All right. Okay, if you asked a question and I didn't answer it, please ask it again, because there's a lot of comments and I can't get caught up on them all and get these opened. Just use blue Aida cloth. Maybe I'll just buy a different Aida cloth. That's a good idea. And yes, the cross stitch advent box is lovely. All right, let's do our mindful advent for today. Make gingerbread houses. Do a cross stitch. Read 2 Christmas books. I need to pull out our Christmas books. We did it a lot when the kids were younger. I have a box full of kids' Christmas books. Okay. We'll do our other cross stitch. Really great research to decide for next year's Advent purchase. What was really funny last year is I went to QuiltCon in January and then the H&H show in May, and I had different quilt shops tell me that they watched these videos daily. So there were quilt shops here watching either the lives or the replays. So if there's quilt shops watching, hi quilt shops, that do Advent calendars or were planning Advent calendars. And this then became market research for them to see both your comments, like what you like seeing in an Advent box, as well as like my reactions and all the different, like what their competitors had. So without them having to spend $3,500 on all of their competitors, They get to see all the competitors, and I spent the money, which is fine. I enjoy it. Makes me want to buy new Christmas books for my grandson. There's so many great Christmas books out there. Okay. Oh, today's little crossstitch, little holly berries and leaves. I like that one. Quilters love quilting trinkets. I agree. Nikki says you get to be the guinea pig, and YouTube decided to moderate that one today. YouTube is on fire with the moderations. All right, let's see what our Aurifil spool is. And I have our little key. Thank you, Jennifer, for that, to know what we're getting. Doing great research for them. It's a community service project, right? I should be able to claim it on my taxes as like a donation to the industry as a community service project. Don't think my accountant's going to go for that. Okay. Ooh, it's a gray spool with a dark, like gunmetal gray, almost a black. Is Aurifil doing the golden spool this year? I don't know what the golden spool is. I have no idea. I don't know what this means. I'm going to now have to look up what the golden spool is. I want to know. I want a golden spool. The gray is 28 weight. So it's a little bit thicker. So this would be great for top stitching. And that's a beautiful color for top stitching as well. And it can still go through your machine. 12 weight is the thickest that you can get through a sewing machine, and you need a little bit bigger of a needle. Sounds like Willy Wonka. I want to know the golden spool, right? We need someone to research the golden spool for us. All right, we'll do our Kylie in the Machine Advent. Going to have to watch this, the recorded version. I had to stop to take a video of my 12-year-old dog with the zoomies. She attacked my Santa Bear. I hope Santa Bear's okay. Okay, Kylie the Machine, Label Advent, day 10. Show off those seams with a pretzel. I don't know that the clues are very cluey this year, but that's okay. My kids asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I told them, they said anything other than quilting items. My reply is there anything else out there? I mean, if that's what your hobby is, right? DIY Pixes, I don't understand these tags. They're fun. Ooh, this says all French seams. So if you make a project and it's done with all French seams, you have a special label for that. This is a very unique label. I need to put up, I have a wall hanging specifically for hanging my labels so that I can easily see them to pick my labels. It's getting pretty full though. I might need another one. Santa Bear is fine, except for being covered with dog slobber. Oh, this poor Santa Bear. Yes, a pillow would be all French seams. Okay, we're going to do my mini quilt advent. Day 10. Day 10. I have to go back to work. All right, we're zipping right through them. We're getting through them pretty quick. All right. Ooh, I love this block. Day 10 is like a quarter log cabin block with a 3" by 1.5" finished template. I always stuff all the stockings, so mine is empty. This year I bought several quilting notions to stuff my own, LOL. So my husband does now do my stocking, but when the kids were little and life was really busy and crazy, we made a deal that I would just do the stockings. He works in retail. Holidays crazy busy for him. So I just bought stuff for my own stocking, and I never thought anything of it. Like it was, I mean, I always loved all the stuff in my stocking. I was always excited to get it. And then also, you know, the things that we got for all the stockings. Like sometimes I'll get like a little wind-up toy and everyone gets a wind-up toy in their stocking. Then I would get one of those too, right? So, I mean, that's just the way that I always did stockings in my house. I didn't grow up in a stocking household. So, stockings weren't a thing. There's chocolate chips on top of this fudge. Now my husband absolutely does tuck things in my stocking. I still buy things like that are across all the stockings. So if I'm getting like a wind up toy, then everyone gets the same one, and I do too. But there are definitely gifts in my stocking that were not bought by me. But if I encourage you to just fill your own stocking, there's no reason for you to have an empty stocking. Nobody wants that. We can make our own magic. Okay, it's, you can't read that, but it's Death by Chocolate. What a way to go. It's chocolate chips with like a milk chocolate and a dark chocolate. Look at those layers. I will take one for the team and I will taste this and let you know. What a way to go, y'all. DY Pick says, oh, that it makes her sick. Oh no. Someone said, I bet that chocolate doesn't, that fudge doesn't make it home. Yeah. Nope. You don't need to try that. No, you do not need to try that. Yeah. Yum. Okay. Is this the, I think the dad joke is the last one today. Day 10. Our dad joke. Aw, Mrs. J. Bryant says, no, don't do it. We can't live without you. No worries. We didn't actually think it had poison. Keep that fudge in your sewing space. Don't take that one home. All right, our dad joke for today. You ready? Keyboards ready? Here we go. Ooh, I think it might be a quilting related joke this time. Why are Christmas trees so bad at sewing? I think I know the answer. Why are Christmas trees so bad at sewing? All right, and we got our answer to the Aurifil gold spool. So I'm going to read this while you guys put your answers. In 2024, Aurifil had secretly tucked away one golden bowl, I think it's one golden spool, in 5 lucky calendars. The winner won the ultimate prize, an Aurifil Best Selection box, which had 45 small spools in a variety of weights. Well, that's cool. I just want a golden spool. Sheila 1273 says, I wish I could remember the jokes to tell my husband. When I was taking my kiddo to the doctor yesterday, I was telling him some of the jokes. I think I got through 3 of them until he was like, enough, no more. All right. Paula says they keep losing their needles. Needles fall off, full of needles. Jen Lee says, because they drop their needles. I think it's dropping needles. I think that was the answer. We'll see. They're always dropping their needles. All right, Jen Lee. Jen Lynn Pat. You got it with dropping their needles. Send me an email, carolina@carolinamore.com with your address, and I will mail you a sticker pack. Yay. By the way, I love your reindeer antlers. Thank you. It's Wacky Wednesday, and I remembered Wacky Wednesday today, so I wore my little Wacky Wednesday reindeer antlers. Okay, I don't know why, but Polly O'Laughlin said lose their needles, and YouTube moderated that one. I don't know why. The other one's people saying the exact same things. YouTube's like, it's fine. But no, you were not allowed to say, no, here's another one. They have too many needles. Again, YouTube's like, no. Norway did the kiddo not want more dad jokes. Norway. All right, friends, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't subscribed already. Aurifil uses actual gold thread spools as special golden tickets or prizes and promotions like their advent calendars, which are not for general sale, but add excitement to their holiday offerings. Well, we did get like a golden looking colored thread, but I don't think that was. I think y'all would have told me, oh no, you got the golden one. Now it makes me want to like look ahead and be like, ooh, did I get a golden spool? But I'm not going to. YouTube does not like that word. It does not. It does not. All right, Sharon says hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe. All right, we need to pick our top 3 for the day. We need to look at our tea for tomorrow, and we need to pick a winner. Need to pick a winner. Okay. We got the Missouri Star charcuterie plate, which I already put back in this box. For the mini quilt advent, we have a fun, whatchamacallit, quarter log cabin. I've seen quarter square triangle. We have Unalivedness by Chocolate, as the TikTokers would say, as our fudge today. We have Darling cross stitch of holly and berry leaves. Other Darling cross stitch that will take my entire life to finish because we have to fill in the whole background, but of the Darling gingerbread house. We have from Stitch Supply Company. This was Stitch Supply Company, yes? Yes. This was the Modern American Vintage needle minder that sits on your wrist. We have the dark slate colored top stitching thread from Aurifil. We have the pleated pincushion pattern with fabric from Vicky's Fabrics. We have 2 packs of Trimits needles, the rope bowl kit from Sallie Tomato, the black and gold needles. Camberville Threads gave us 2 cute fat quarters. This was from Soft Squares. Soft Squares gave us the background fabric. I think that was all of them. Yes. I feel like I went through that really fast. Okay. I'm reading. Seeing a lot of the pincushion and the needle minder, the fudge. I'm reading. Charcuterie table runner kit, wrist minder, pincushion pattern, dad joke, charcuterie board. Okay, so I think the charcuterie board should be in. I'm seeing that a lot. Charcuterie needle minder pincushion. That's what I'm seeing a lot of. Though the rope bowl is super, super cute. The background fabric is a nice chunk of background fabric. It's 2 yards. And the gingerbread house is cute. But I will either spend a weekend doing this and only this and nothing else to get it done, or it will never get done. It's like, it's either or. There's no middle ground on getting this guy, on sewing this guy. Okay, so I think we're going to do the Vicky's pleated pincushion, the American Vintage through Stitch Supply Company wooden needle minder, and the Missouri Star Christmas charcuterie board, or star-shaped charcuterie board. It doesn't have to just be Christmas. I think we're going to go with those 3. You don't have to agree. There will be another option. You just click other and then type in the comments which one you think should be the number 1. Yes. They are good choices. All right, let's pick tomorrow's tea, and then we're going to pick a winner for the quilted jewelry. I didn't show this to y'all up close. So these are ones that I've done. Also, yes, I did cover this entirely with rhinestones for a display that I had up. Look like I need to repair it. Some of the rhinestones have come off because she's been shipped around a couple times. That's okay. I have extra rhinestones just for that reason. So this is what they look like because I'm not actually wearing them. There's one as an earring. There's a heart as a charm. There's that kind of like avocado looking as a necklace. And here's a heart as a different kind of necklace. So She can hang out here for a little bit. And yes, I like covering things in rhinestones that don't need to be covered in rhinestones, because quilting was my hobby and then I turned it into a business, and so now I need a new hobby, and covering things in rhinestones is a great hobby. I currently have a rhinestoning project at the house that I've been working on here and there a little bit. Can't wait to show it to you. Not going to tell you what it is, but if you have been around, you can guess. And yes, I did another one, and yes, I said I wasn't going to, but yes, I'm doing it anyway. Okay, tomorrow's tea is a Darjeeling. Whatever makes you happy, says Nikki. I agree. You're not hurting anyone. Not hurting anyone else. I'm not hurting myself. We're good. Blinged up a pair of sneakers. Ooh, that would be fun. What do you use for glue on the rhinestone projects? I use Beacon Gem Tack. Beacon is the name of the company, the brand Beacon. Like Elmer's is a kind of glue. Beacon is a type of glue. And they have whole lines of glue, and one of them is called Gem. Pretty sure it's Gem. Gem Tack. T-A-C. Might be T-A-C-K. Beacon Gem Tack, and is specifically designed for rhinestones. What do you do when you do what you love? It isn't really work. I mean, sometimes it still is, though. The rhinestone quilter. The sparkly quilter. You could add bling to the earrings. You'd want to use hot fix crystals, I think, for that. And I actually I don't have the hot fix device. I've never used hot fix crystals. I should fix that. What's my favorite tea? Lately, it's been a chai tea. When I was out of town earlier this month, or I guess it was the end of last month, I had an amazing chai tea latte. It was so good. All right, we got to pick a winner. The coconut chai was really good that we had yesterday. And by we, I mean like me. All righty, we're going to go with Keisha Jackson. She said, dang, at some point. So Keisha Jackson, 4054, send me an email to Carolina at carolinamore.com, and you are winning all 5 sets of hardware. So whether you prefer silver or gold, you're getting them both. And if you have friends who like the other, then you can make jewelry for them with the other, or you can give it to them so they can make their own. And all of the patterns, the foundation pieced jewelry patterns, plus I'm going to throw in a foundation piecing water pen and a ballpoint turning tool in there for you as well. Okay, we got to go all the way back down to the bottom. Yay, Keisha. Keisha says, I'm so happy. Me too. Melodious chai is good. Peppery. Awesome. My favorite at the moment is bourbon sugar black tea. August Tea is a company here in California, August Tea, and they make I want to say it's a brown sugar bourbon tea. They make it's also really good. Yep. Do you sell as a kit in your shop for the jewelry? I sell all those parts individually. So if you want to buy just one of the patterns and one of the kinds of jewelry findings, you can. If you want to buy them all, you just add them all to your cart and basically assemble your own kit. So all of those things are available except the foundation piecing water pens. I have a handful of them, so I'm giving one to Keisha, but they are on back order. I'm currently out of stock completely. I have a couple here and there, but yeah. Also, speaking of things on back order, the 10-inch square quilt block book, which I gave away as a prize, and I did have them in stock, and I did pull them out of inventory. So the winners of those books will be getting their books. I just haven't shipped them yet, but I have them set aside to send to them. However, I am now out of stock on that book, and I emailed my publisher yesterday to order another 100 books, and they said, yeah, we will be getting them in the middle of January, and we will send them to you when we have them in. So Laura says my local shop doesn't have them. You can always ask them if they're willing to do a special order. Depending on who they order through, they might just be able to get one of each for you, and they just add it to whatever their existing order is with their distributor. So you can always ask shops if they're willing to do a special order, and that way you can support the shop. When they order from the distributors, there's minimums, so it helps them achieve whatever their minimum order is. It also gets money into your local economy and your local shop and paying local people wages. So those are all good things. And if people are asking for it at their local shop, the local shop might start actually carrying it because they say, oh, this is cool. I didn't know this existed. Thanks for letting me know. And so it helps get my products into local shops as well when you ask the local shop about it. So the water pen is for foundation paper piecing. It helps rip out the papers easier. Karen says, I don't have a local shop. It closed 5 years ago, which is a bummer. If you don't have a local shop anywhere, I always suggest adopting an online quilt shop to be like your local shop. Because when you consistently order from one shop online, especially like a small business shop, they really get to know you and who you are. And you get that kind of favored customer status with them. Instead of ordering from a bunch, which is nice, but I don't know, building like a relationship that way. If you have questions or you want to do a special order or, you want them, anything, because they know you and they've seen your name a bunch of times, it's easier for you to be able to get, special treatment, I guess. Laura says, I'll ask my shop to carry them. You can, and at the very least, if they can special order it, because I also want shops to know that I'm sending people their way. I don't have an online store because I'm trying to compete with local quilt shops. It's never my goal to compete with local quilt shops. I would rather you order through the local quilt shop than you order through me. I have my store available because not everyone has access to local quilt shops. Sometimes it's easier. I get it, but I would always rather that you order through a local quilt shop instead. It's one of the ways that I get so much done. If I can send big boxes to distributors and then they break that down and send it off to shops, I can pack up like $10,000, $20,000 worth of stuff to distributors in an afternoon. To pack like $10,000 to $20,000 worth of individual orders to customers is so many more days. So it helps me with time as well. And it supports our local quilt shops, which we need. If you need to call them on the phone because you need more of the fabric, you just purchase there. Yep. Dark Star Fabrics in Phillips, Maine is a really nice quilt shop with an Etsy page. I have a favorite online shop or two. They have the same taste as I do and great service. Yep. So yeah, find a favorite the local quilt shop that's your online shop, and that will be your favorite local quilt shop. Every shop chooses different designs to stock. They do. So yeah, you find the ones that kind of have your taste or your things. You can find a couple. Some folks are really lucky and they have a couple local quilt shops that they support that actually are physical local shops. So there's nothing wrong with having a couple favorite online local quilt shops. Yep. Okay. We picked a winner. We got our tea. I'm going to take these photos and get them up online. And that's it for today, my friends. I will see you right here tomorrow for another unboxing of all the advents. Bye, friends.